Sure. Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. My name is Alexandra Salazar. I am 23 years old and I have schizoaffective disorder. About 2 years ago, I went to an inpatient facility, and I went to actually three last year within the course of 4 months, two of them different. And I'm here to talk about my experience with one of them, which will go unnamed. And I hadn't received therapy for about a year before I was hospitalized last year. And obviously, I realized how important it is for me and how important it is for people with mental health conditions. I do not like saying mental illness because I feel that that's a little harsh, so I say mental health conditions. And in result of not being in therapy for a year, I was hospitalized 3 times within the course of 4 months. The first place that I went to, once I had arrived, I asked, may I use my asthma medication? They said, you're going to have to wait. You're going to have to wait. We have things to ask you. And I said, okay. And luckily, my asthma was sort of well controlled, and I was able to push through it. But the moment that I walked into this facility, I was surprised because over the course, since I was 14, at 15 years old, I was just diagnosed with schizophrenia. And then at 21, I developed a manic side, which resulted in schizoaffective. And so I have had my fair share of being in and out of facilities. But there was this one facility that struck me, and I thought, wow, it's not very sanitary. They're not very good to the patients. And I remember after they had asked me the questions that they wanted to ask me before my asthma medication, I told them, I understand that it's a Friday and, people have the weekend to go, but on Monday, could you please contact my psychiatrist? And they said, absolutely, absolutely, we'll take care of it. And I said, I also have certain medications that I take day and night. I do not have the dosages with me, and if I do, they're on my phone, and I can't access that. So they're like, that's fine, it's fine, we'll figure everything else on Monday. And I said, perfect, I actually checked myself in all three of the times because I desperately needed help, and I was in a very dark place. And I can truly appreciate everyone's stories about their children, about your child. It's very touching, very moving to me because I know this is how my parents feel about me. And so, anyway, I went to go. They're like, we won't be able to provide you medicine tonight. And I said, that's okay. I'm somewhere where I'm safe. I was there for about a week or two. They never ever got my dosage right. It was never right. And I told them every day, this is what I need. And I also wrote down, this is what I need. They never got it right. They even offered me 2 different prescription medicines that I specifically told them, I cannot take these medicines. They will throw me into a manic state. I will become suicidal. I cannot take these medicines. And they almost gave them to me. And I said, what kind of medicines are they? And they told them, and I said, no, I cannot have these. And they're like, oh, okay, fine. And that was just, it was appalling to me. And finally, as Monday came around, and then Tuesday, and then Wednesday, they never ever made the effort to contact my outside psychiatrist at all. Never took the effort to do it. Eventually, I was pulled out of that facility and placed in another one. And being somebody who has schizoaffective disorder, I can vividly remember my very first hallucination at 3 years old. I saw a red kangaroo hopping around in my backyard, and I thought it was real. And I told my mother, we have kangaroos here. She goes, no, we don't. Not in Colorado. So I'm here to talk about my experience, and hopefully it'll shed some light on that there are many ways we can improve. Just based off of my story and hearing everybody else's story, we obviously have a lot of work to do. And I appreciate your time and I appreciate what you do. It's very important for everybody like me and for my parents who go through this, you know. Uh, so thank you very much.